Hey, how's everyone doing? I decided to come back and go ahead and do a part 2 to my 100 top horror films. We left off at 91, so here's number 90. The Houses October Built, which was actually in a horror pack, I think last month, I believe. I didn't do an unboxing for it, but that came in it. Okay, underneath underneath the fake blood and cheap mask of countless haunted houses attractions across the country, there are whispers of a truly terrifying alternative there's an alternative. Looking to find an authentic, blood-curdling good fright for Halloween, 5 friends set off on a road trip in an RV to track down this underground haunt. Just when their search seems to reach a dead end, strange and disturbing things start happening, and it becomes clear that the haunt has come to them. Fun, frightening, and deliciously high concept. So if you haven't checked this out, I believe it's still on Netflix or Amazon as well. So if you don't purchase this and you have those streaming services, go ahead and check it out. All right, so what did I say? Number 90. So number 89. Of course, this had to make the list of the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. And let's see, it's the one that started it all. Halloween, says Entertainment Weekly, it was and ever shall be the alpha and omega of boogeyman flicks. And to commemorate its legacy as one of the greatest horror films of all time, John Carpenter's 1978 masterpiece is now presented in this Ultimate Fan Edition. This Blu-ray features a newly remastered HD transfer, supervised by cinematographer, blah, blah, blah. Original soundtracks and audio commentary reuniting John Carpenter and star Jamie Lee Curtis, an hour-long Curtis featurette, and much more. The immortal original is back and more terrifying than ever. This is the night that Michael Myers comes home like you've never seen or heard it before. This is from the box set. I have the entire Halloween collection. Sorry for the glare there. Doing the best I can. There we go. So we had 90, 89. Yes, okay. I can count. 88. Among Friends, which is directed by Danielle Harris. And it's got Kane Hodder. What's her name? Jennifer Blanc, who's was also in the show Dark Angel. A close-knit group of friends gets together for an 80s-themed murder mystery party. Primped hair and pastel suits rule the night until the friends soon discover that they've been poisoned, resulting in a paralysis from the waist down. Hostess Bernadette reveals her plan to create an honest environment in which her friends can come clean about their transgressions against one another. In a cat-and-mouse game to question and answer, Bernadette doles out punishment as is required, and before the night is over, issues of morality, integrity, and friendship will be challenged, chopped, and nailed to the table for all to consider. So, for Danielle Harris's first film that she directed, it was very enjoyable. If you get a chance to check that out. Alright, we got number 88. I really enjoyed this. Some people, I've heard different thoughts about it, but I'm a really big Joss Whedon fan. And this is, of course, Cabin in the Woods. A rambunctious group of 5 college friends steal away for a weekend of debauchery in an isolated country cabin. And we all know nothing ever goes wrong with that. Alright, only to be attacked by horrific supernatural creatures in a night of endless terror and bloodshed. Sound familiar? Just wait. As the teens begin to exhibit standard horror movie behavior, a group of technicians in a control room are scrutinizing and sometimes even controlling every move the terrified kids make. With their efforts continuously thwarted by an all-powerful eye in the sky, do they have any chance of escape? All right. Number 86. Gotta have American Psycho on there. One of Christian Bale's better performances before Batman. I mean, he's a good actor, don't get me wrong, but he plays an excellent Psycho in American Psycho. Patrick Bateman, Christian Bale, is a Wall Street yuppie obsessed with success, status, and style, and a stunning fiancée, Reese Witherspoon, who is also a psychotic killer who rapes, murders, and dismembers both strangers and acquaintances without being provoked or purpose. Based on the controversial novel, the film offers a sharp satire to the dark side of yuppie culture in the 80s, while setting forth a vision that is both terrifying and chilling. All right. Up next, we got a werewolf movie, one of my favorites. There's a few different werewolf movies that I like, but definitely one I always go to, Stephen King's Silver Bullet. Something is killing off townsfolk in Tarker's Mills, something mysterious, something ingenious, something remotely human. But the only person in town with courage to stop this lurking menace is a 13-year-old boy, confined to a wheelchair since birth. Adapted to the screen by suspense master Stephen King from his Cycle of the Werewolf novelette, this exhilarating thriller features astounding special effects by three-time Oscar winner Carlo Rambaldi, E.T., Alien, King Kong. There we go, Silver Bullet. Without the silver reflection. Alright, number 84. A little bit of an older movie here, Ravenous. And that had Robert Carroll, David Arquette, Guy Pearce. Oh, and I didn't realize, I believe Robert Carroll plays Rumpelstiltskin on Once Upon a Time. Yes, from horror to Once Upon a Time. I'm a variety all over the place. You are what you eat. In a recipe for nonstop action and excitement, when inhabitants of an isolated military outpost go up against a marauding band of cannibals in a deadly struggle for survival. Guy Pearce, LA Confidential, Robert Carroll, Trainspotting, and David Arquette, Scream, must fight brutal elements of the Sierra Nevada wilderness, as well as their own murderous instincts, in the year's most thrilling adventures filled over-the-top energy, gore, and style. Here we go, Ravenous. Okay, 83, which was also started as a short web series, which was turned into a movie, and that would be Fear Clinic. There we go. Got Robert Englund in there, Fiona Dorff, Corey Taylor, and Thomas Dekker. All right. When trauma-induced phobias begin to re-emerge in 5 survivors a year after their horrifying tragedy, they return to the Fear Clinic, hoping to find answers they need to be cured. Dr. Andover, Robert Englund, a fear doctor who runs the clinic, uses his fear chamber to animate their fears in the form of terrifying hallucinations. However, the good doctor soon begins to suspect that something more sinister may be at work, something that yearns to be more than just a hallucination. Based on the critically acclaimed and fan-favorite 2009 FearNet.com series, Fear Clinic also stars Fiona Dorff, True Blood, Slipknot, and Stone Sour lead vocalist Corey Taylor, and Thomas Dekker, The Good Lie. So if you like the web series, check out the movie, or if you haven't seen either yet, check out the web series first, and then get the movie there. Is that right? I'm sorry, I'm losing count here. Hold on. It's going to be like Coffee Talk Saturday Night Live. Oh my god, it's Barbara Streisand. I'm feeling a little verklempt. Talks amongst yourselves. Okay, 82. Here we go. Of course, got to have the original Alfred Hitchcock Psycho. Norman Bates. Oh god, Mother. Definitely a classic here. This is the 50th anniversary edition. Alfred Hitchcock's most shocking film. One of the most shocking films of all time, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, is now available on Blu-ray, featuring picture-perfect, newly created 5.1 audio track. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Bonus features. Join the master of suspense on a chilling journey as an unsuspecting victim, Janet Leigh, visits the Bates Motel and falls prey to one of cinema's most notorious psychopaths, Norman Bates, played by Anthony Perkins. Named #1 on the AFI's 100 Years 100 Thrill list, this notorious film has become a cultural phenomenon, featuring one of the most iconic scenes in film history. The famous, quote, shower scene. Psycho is still terrifying after all these years. So check this out. Definitely a classic one to watch. The remake, not so much, but this is a good one. All right, and I believe I am on 81. And this is going to be a vampire movie called The Thirst with Claire Kramer, Adam Baldwin, Serena Scott Thomas, Jeremy Sisto. What would you do to live forever? Welcome to the urban underworld of pleasure and pain, where flesh-fueled slaughter is the ultimate high. Matt Kessler of Dune and Claire Kramer, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, star as a recovering drug addicts recruited by a clan of sex and gore-crazed vampires, led by the charismatic madman Darius, Jeremy Sisto, 6 feet under. But as each depraved fix leads them deeper into hell, what will be the final price for the most horrific addiction of all? Adam Baldwin Serenity, Eric Palladino, ER, and Serena Scott Thomas co-star in the shocker from director of Attic Expeditions and All Souls Day, and the producers of Room 6, House of the Dead 2, and The Dark Room. So, and there you go there. Maybe you can see a little bit back there. Definitely one of the bloodiest vampire movies I've seen. So if you enjoy a lot of blood, gore, and sex, like it said on the back, definitely check this one out. And that is the last one, which brought it up to 81. So I'll be continuing the next 10, followed so on, till I complete my list of 100 horror films. All right. See you next time.